Okay, Dave, this is what I'm getting. And obviously I haven't pulled the cards yet, but I'll do that soon. So, shit. It seems like a really big energy right now, not only for you, but I've read this in the collective for a few days now, actually. There's this energy around thinking about, and maybe it was the latest person that you were with, or maybe even, a couple of people ago, but basically you want your whole time in relationships, every relationship that you had entered into, you already knew that there wasn't ever going to be a perfect relationship, that there would always be something that you guys were fighting about and needing to heal or whatever, right? But you were okay with that as long as there was communication, as long as there was healing, right? But basically, it's like I'm going to say we, because like it's just true of like a lot of things. A lot of things take place because of this kind of situation where you didn't know there was any other way, so you just figured that must be the way it is. So no matter how many times you had to get a new relationship because the last one didn't work, you would look at yourself, you would try to heal, but there was never any methods of really healing. Nothing really, like, there wasn't a to-do book on how to heal or whatever, because we weren't even thinking of the process of healing needing to actually mentally shape our minds. But not only our minds, now we have to go back and reshape our child self-mind. And we never knew how to do this because it was hardly ever talked about. Like, I had never heard of anything like this until 2020. Like, it just, I was so infuriated that I hadn't been told of the methods that I could use to heal myself from sexual assault or from abandonment issues, but now that we have came into the truth of these things and we did the majority of that big triggering healing, we're now trying to sit and think about, like, what do you know for sure that you feel would be the perfect energy flow between two people, right? And maybe you're asking yourself, like, what do I need to look out for? What do I need to be calling into me? Like, what qualities do I want this person to have? But not only to have, but what qualities do I want that person to be able to share with me in order to help me feel secure? So I think you're in this period of this, you're really having that urge to want to connect with somebody, but also kind of being a little standoffish because you don't want to get hurt again, right? So you're in that period of trying to figure out, should you put little feelers out there, or should you wait a little bit longer and do some more healing? You're in that kind of stage, that kind of energy, I believe. And you're thinking about your exes in terms of, well, this ex would have never worked out, and you didn't really feel like you even loved anybody other than maybe that one person. And you feel that that was the closest to a perfect relationship you've ever gotten, even though it was the most toxic. The reason for that is, the reason that that's the most toxic you've ever been in is because you guys were both coming to the situation with all of the different types of trauma and relationship attachment styles. You had all of them, but you had all of them in the opposite way of that other person, right? So you guys would ebb and flow. So whenever the one was in the whatever we would call the negative energy, the other one would be in the positive. And whenever the one that was in the positive would go into the negative, the other one would flip back into the positive. So it's like we knew we were going to be capable of doing it. It's just, were we ever going to be able to both get on the same page in order to heal? So we know that it is possible. Now what do we want? Alright, so let's pull cards then. Ancestors, archangels, spirit guides, divine white beings, any other beings that might have a message for Dave at this time. I'm trying to grab hold of Dave's energy and give him a message that his consciousness needs to know at this time in order to help him grow, in order to help him flourish, and in order to help him feel fulfilled within all aspects of himself. We ask for protection always, and for golden ray light, for healing of any wounds that are triggered that might come up to be healed at this time. I ask that you just wrap us in that golden ray light and make sure that there's not even one spot that anyone, any energy, entity, or any other thing could even get into the boundary of that golden ray light without bursting up into flames and being transmuted into unconditional love energy in order to heal the parts of Dave that need the healing. Dave, you really need to start looking into sacred geometry. And there's something here with like a lime color. Like green and yellow, but then also a tad of orange. You need to look into those colors. You need to infuse yourself with them colors. They want you to work with them so that they can help you figure out your plan. Also, not like hot pink, but more of like a peach hot peach. Ancestors, archangels, divine white light beings, higher self, any beings that need to give Dave a message today. What does Dave need to know for his true path, passion, and purpose here on this space, reality, time, dimension, universe? Do you have a message for Dave today? Dave need to be aware of at this time? What should he be keeping his eyes out for? Is there a special message that you might need to share with Dave today at this time? Yes, you're definitely going for something new at this time with a real big fiery energy to it. Your soul is becoming more passionate about life again. It remembers what it used to feel like to have a purpose, to feel as if you had a purpose or a destiny. And you are being given healing faith. You're being given rejuvenation. You're being given spiritual fortune and renewal and purpose and hope. And you're going to be able to just be in your feels, man. You're looking to start something new. You're talking about this whole relationship dynamic thing here. Wanting that connection, but being afraid also because you don't want to keep getting hurt and have to keep rehealing and rehealing and rehealing. Obviously, we're never fully healed, but we don't want to keep the same patterns going and going and going and drive ourselves crazy again. So we have the Page of Wands, the Star, and the Five of Pentacles. Because you're starting out on that passionate journey of newness to find that connection that you've been desiring. You might encounter the star, or you're the star, or who knows, maybe the two of you coming together make the star. And you don't have to worry, babes, because this is going to be a balanced relationship. No matter what kind of relationship, it could be like a connection just with a friend. You know, you don't have to always think about these things as in your soulmate or whatever. But it's the balance between giving and receiving. Your home life, your work life. It's representing your spiritual gifts and basically the abundance that the universe has to offer. And it's really excited to offer it to you because you've been healing. You've been wanting to be this better person. You've probably been wanting to be this better person for so long now that you didn't even realize how dead you had become until you started healing, you know? Is there anything else that Davey needs to know today? Three of Cups. You're about to celebrate something. Friendships, collaboration, creativity, community, happiness. Oh, look at that. I just noticed that. See how in that picture, it looks like she took her mask off? The masks are coming off. So now we're not going to be able to be connived by covert narcissists or tricked by our lowly urges, because we're going to see what those lowly urges turn into, and we're going to be like, fuck that, you know? Dave, you got this. The universe wants to bless you, so I say fucking accept that shit and be open to it.